Everybody, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eat and Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Wednesday, Mosh Pit. Welcome to the first midweek Wednesday of the new year. Hope you are having a great start to your new year. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, and when that happens, we're going to get right back on schedule for the TM Trainer Run, which I am looking forward to, sort of, but I know a lot of people are really anticipating that one. It's going to be wild, man. Here's your screenshot of the day, brought to you by Maximum System 622. Title thread was, "This is how I watch Invicta," and I think this is from VR Chat, maybe, or just some kind of like a base software for a VR console. I saw a lot of people actually posting this when we were talking about the screen meta of, you know, who watches these, how do you watch these episodes, and I just picked the most recent ones. So thank you very much, Maximum System, and everyone who upvoted that one. It's very cool. I mean, for me, like, every time I see a VR, like, Every time I see a VR console, I'm just kind of like, I'm not sure if I would really enjoy it, but I'm definitely down to try it. CJ is going to be Charlie Lima 461 Sierra 01. We've got kind of decent damage. Kind of, I mean, we have basically base Isaac tears rate, excuse me. Also starting with Bobby Bomb, which not a fan of Bobby Bombs, mainly because obviously you can't control where they're going. It's a little bit of a chore to try to work around, but at least we start with 5 bombs. So I mean, like, sure, it could be worse. We also have the Locust of Death, or maybe that's Famine. It's one of those. This is a room that is surprisingly difficult to not take damage on if you don't have a large amount of movement speed, which we do not. And definitely one take Bird's Eye here, even though we have negative luck, which is going to negatively impact our proc rate of Bird's Eye. All we need is really 1 or 2 shots every now and then, and that's really good enough to dispatch early game waves here. And yeah, I will definitely go after the mystery gift so we can go into an early secret room. Of course, predicated on us actually getting enough money, which we got fires here. You know, if I really wanted to, we could look for a crawl space with these barrels. As long as we don't hit ourselves with a barrel. Not get ahead of ourselves now. We also, of course, if out of any desperation, we could play the sack room and get some value there. There we go. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. Bird's Eye is going to shoot out a red candle tier every now and then at random intervals based on our luck rating. And, you know, if you get lucky, you can pull off a string of them. If you don't get lucky, then, well, you're not going to see too many of them. Then our space bar item is our tier detonator, which is tier detonator. There are a couple of good synergies that you can get with tier detonator. Bird's Eye is not one of them because it's not really a tier effect. We also get a 1-up, which is very rare to see. So we'll take that. I mean, if anything, that gives us some early firepower on a sack room. I guess, again, out of complete desperation or an early double deal that we can't afford. We still take it, and then we just burn the 1-up. Gonna be a little bit upset if we end up not getting the mystery gift here. Let's see what we get off the boss. We may have to actually play the sack room for money. Yeah, now there's the good. That's the good. What you just saw right there, that is the good side of Bobby Bombs. Not having to worry about placing bombs down and just letting him kind of go to town on the target. Wow, we got another soul heart. The bad parts are when Bobby Bombs like ends up chasing Isaac. Bro, I'm glad you're like, you got your juking shoes on and everything. That's cool. I'm happy for you, but like, you know, if you could just die, that'd be great too. 2 cents to pay dirt. And it is a little bit of a stretch to try to get an early game, like, great secret room item for a mystery gift, but like, we don't get this opportunity that often, so I want to try to make the most of it. Maybe we'll get lucky. There we go, 15 cents. We don't really need to pursue it any more than that. Let's go back and get the mystery gift, and then again, we could theoretically save this for the first devil deal on the next floor. I'm going to be way greedier than that and just go for something amazing inside of our secret room. Binge Eater would be great, of course, as well. Like, I'm definitely down for that. So let's see what we can get out of this mystery gift here. I mean, we could tap the sacrifice room a couple more times if we really wanted to. Okay, so we get an R key. Shame. Now, R key is interesting because it will allow us to essentially restart the run If we need a strategic R key, we can do it, or maybe go for an Omega run. I mean, this is definitely not Omega run material right now, but off we go. Off we go. The land of unknown. Going on to last week's question of the episode, which was the Dark Bum redemption episode, which a lot of people really enjoyed the thumbnail. That was my idea. I basically I told, obviously Shawshank's one of my favorite films ever. And, you know, Dark Bum had a hugely important role to play in that episode. And that was one of those times where I took a movie poster, I gave it to Alex, and I said, do this, but as Dark Bum. And he was like, see. And I was like, see. Then we just high-fived each other, and then that was it. He did an awesome job making it look so dramatic. Like that's exactly what I wanted him to do. So, but I simply asked who was the MVP of this episode, and a lot of people nominated actually Alex for the MVP of the day, which I did think it was pretty funny. You know, because like obviously Alex isn't playing these, but you know he does an awesome job with the art, and coincidentally also like a lot of people wanted to turn that one into like a wallpaper, and you know we've made a note of it. I still haven't figured out an elegant solution to turn them into like prints or posters or something like that. At the very least, we're going to be looking at making them into like high quality like wallpaper downloads for people that really enjoy that kind of stuff. I think it would be even cooler for us to make them into like physical prints that, you know, are autographed by myself and Alex, and, you know, we'll figure out distribution and stuff. But, yeah, it was just a very, very popular thumbnail. And again, it well deserved because Alex did a fantastic job on that one. A lot of people said that Dark Bum also was the MVP, obviously, which I do agree with. Colin also mentioned that, you know, an unsung hero of the run was definitely Venus. Having the charm effect is so strong. We talk about, you know, the most improved tier effects in the game, and charm is definitely one of them. You know, becoming a powerhouse to see enemies that kind of deal contact damage to each other. You know, it really is beautiful whenever it works out that way. Take down this, like, dude, just die. Just like, thank you. Good Lord. Holy mantle here, which is going to allow us to go into the curse room for free. So the main question is, what do we do with R key? Do we save it for strategical R key use? Do we think we're going to make this to an Omega run? Well, it's only floor 2, so it's not an easy thing to predict yet. Right now, obviously, we don't need to turn this into any kind of an Omega run yet. Same thing goes for a strategical R key run. Good Lord, brain. I'm gonna take a sip of water. Try that. Talking so much, your mouth gets dry. Your brain functions, but your mouth doesn't. You know, barring some kind of strategical R key use here, which right now it's not looking like we're going to have to do that. I mean, we might. We'll see. We'll see how it shakes out. This is going to be hugely dependent on our first devil deal, though. Obviously, we want to get Birthright if we can. I mean, we're going to get Birthright. One way or another, we're going to get Birthright. Just need 1 penny. There we go. That's the good stuff right there with Bird's Eye Chili. Roasting, toasting, dole, dookie. Movement speed. Thank goodness we got that. And sulfur. Sulfur and duality. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pass on that. So 1 penny to pay dirt here. I think the super secret room's here. We only have 1 bomb, so I got to be real sure about that. And we are absolutely going to get it. I wouldn't mind getting a blood bag here as well. There's a luck. That luck upgrade is actually huge for us. For Bird's Eye. Okay, so we got our IV bag payout now, which is good. It's good to get that out of the way early. Not that IV bag is bad, terrible, you know, obviously, but it opens up the door for us to get blood bag from here on out. So big time play here. 3 random items from any pool. Yep. I guess we go for the luck upgrade here. Sorry, Big Chub. Big Chub. And we might as well finish off the meme here and just go check out what's over here. Gonna be Lust. Unfortunately, we don't have a bomb, so we can't open up this Tinted Rock, but maybe we'll get the Virus here, which would give us a nice movement speed boost as well. I think we have sullied the good name of pills long enough. Look, I said that pills are ruined for the year 2024. They are, absolutely. I'm going to hold on to the strength card. We're going to head on down here. So, really strong start. And Curse of the XL. All right, now we're starting to drift into strategical Archie. You know, getting robbed out of at least one devil deal, possibly two. You know, we get robbed of a shop. We get robbed of secret rooms, special rooms, all that kind of stuff. It's our first XL floor of the new year, and it's an inopportune moment. Although every single XL floor is an inopportune moment because they're just real bad. Even on the first, I mean, like, a lot of people, including myself, historically have said, like, you know, well, XL floors are not that big of a deal on the first and second floor. They kind of are still, because you're still losing a shop. You're still losing secret rooms, super secret rooms, special spawns, sack rooms. You're losing all that kind of good stuff. So it's never a positive unless if you're speed running. That's about it. Or if you have something like some way to reset the floor, like Forget Me Now, something like that. Basically the only time where getting an XL floor is okay. 'Cause then you obviously are getting extra floors out of that, but we don't have that. We have Archie, and that's it. So we need to get some significant damage upgrades here. Now in a hilarious Sinvicta luck twist of fate here, the higher our luck has gone, the less amount that we are actually proccing our Bird's Eye Chili with. So go figure on that. It was a risk. I was hoping that we were going to get some damage out of that. We didn't. There we go. There we go. That's what we need, Bird's Eye. We need those big-time plays here. This ain't the time for small-time plays now. We get Dark Prince's Crown, which is... makes a good reroll item. I mean, if we can fill one red heart, that'd be great. But remember, we're already fighting from behind here thanks to this XL floor, so we really got to get some kind of value upgrades on this floor to make it less painful. You see right here, this is a worrying sign to come. If we do not get some kind of tiers upgrade, some kind of damage upgrade at all, relying on Bird's Eye Chili, you know, it is a great item, don't get me wrong, but the fact that we have to rely upon it, upon a luck-based proc, is worrying. As our primary source of damage. I mean, we don't even have orbitals right now, so... And the dead end. All right. All right. There we go. Start the dead end counter, everybody. And I have to say that right now we are heavily leaning into strategical Archie at this point. I mean, if we don't get some monster upgrades here, we are definitely struggle bussing it up, I would say. Not sure how that bomb ended up there, but you know, it's hard to say it like a run that has Holy Mantle calling it a struggle bust, but from a stat standpoint, I think it absolutely is valid. I'm scratching my arm real quick. Yeah, that's the downside of Bobby Bombs right there, is that they will gravitate towards any enemy on the screen, even if you're not trying to go for them. I have to burn a bomb here just so we can get maximum chances for a devil deal. Again, we have to get some kind of significant damage upgrade here. Otherwise, we may even rip the R key on this after this floor. It is definitely possible. We don't have enough keys to really make use of the dice room. The only thing that we want in there would be a 5 room. If that's a 5 room, then all is forgiven. If that isn't a 5 room, then we are most likely ripping the R key after depths 1. Maybe even after this floor. We'll see. It really just kind of depends on what we get out of the shop and what we get out of this floor. If we do get a devil deal, I would even go so far as to say if we don't get a devil deal, we may want to rip it anyway. But if this is a 5 room, then that will determine it. So I think that's the steps that we have to kind of take right now. If this is a 5 room, we don't rip the R key. If it's not a 5 room, we probably will have to rip it, unless if we get a really strong devil deal item. That really is the problem with having XL floors, is just that, you know, you can't, if you get just nothing burger of items and no damage upgrades or anything from the bosses, then, you know, that's why they're so detrimental to a run, is that, well, you're already down, you're already fighting from behind in terms of devil deals or angel deals. And I mean, just forget about boss rush. Like that's not happening. Even if we use the R key, boss rush, the timer doesn't stop. So all right, now the moment of truth here. So let's see if this is going to be a 5 room. The outcome of this room combined with the devil deal will determine whether we use this R key. It is not. Although that is a big reroll. There's a big reroll because we've left 2 items on our item pedestals in our item rooms. So potentially this could still be good. We could take those nothing items and turn them into something items, because obviously we don't want scatter bombs. We absolutely don't need TNT barrel. Or Minecrafter, I should say. Synth oil we need, so I'm not going to reroll that. We do get a very good damage upgrade. Not enough to feel comfortable yet, but we're on our way. It's fire here to kind of shield us a little bit. Booster pack, hoping that we get a Joker card. He did not. Yeah. Dice shard, we could D20 this room, I guess. Really married to any of these cards here. I'm gonna drop our trinket too, so we can D20 that as well with the dice shard. Okay, we got keys. Honestly, I'm fine with that. This gives us we got a hermit card too. This gives us activation of Dark Prince's crown. But I think we absolutely have to R key here, because we didn't get anything essentially out of there's no devil deals, no nothing. Unless if our item rooms turned into something major. Our flies, and let's go check out our once was Minecrafter. And for the final nail in the coffin, let's go check out our other item room. See it? I mean, I guess we can at least go down to the next floor to see if it's another XL floor, but yeah, we are going to use the R key strategically. We can't even, honestly, we can't even take sticky bombs because we have Bobby bombs. They're just going to stick to something and then they're going to run at us. So it's that is something right there. All right. Gonna not pick up a heart because I want to hold on to our Dark Prince's crown. All right, right next to the item room, and boy howdy, what an item room it is. Yeah, we just play this and then we just rip it. You have the one up, so not anticipating using it, but not going to spend our one up there. If we didn't get hit by the troll bombs, that would have been fine. Headed rock in the middle of this room. Really, all I want to do is just get into. I want to get into the mob trap room and then use the hermit card to get out. Even with the screw, getting that Tears upgrade is not going to be enough for us. I don't know if this kills us or not. Okay, it doesn't. It takes us down to a half heart. The hermit. Take the compass. Yeah, we didn't go that far away from the sack room. Secret room might be there. You can see how far we have to go to the boss room. I mean, like, could we go to the boss room? Yeah, we could go to the boss room. We absolutely could. But this R key here is going to be more valuable to us resetting the sort of degradation of this run from the XL floor than trying to suffer through this floor here. So we're going to rip it, and let's see if the second run's going to be better. Amazing. All right, starting off with Zodiac. Since we have Dark Prince's crown activated, but you know, round 2 here for this run. Our first strategical R key use of the year. Zodiac gave us Leo or Stompy, so we're gonna try to take advantage of that. It's a moolah. Of course, we can't go see whatever's in our shop. We could buy it blindly, but I don't really subscribe to the philosophy of that because you just don't know you literally don't know what you're buying. It's better to save it for a premium item that you can see. Unless you're just flush with cash, then it doesn't matter. As you see here, because we R-keyed, the timer does not stop and restart. Hey, there we go. Okay, so starting off here, we got Sagittarius, which is going to give us piercing shots and movement speed upgrade. It's like we're going at like light speed right now because of this movement speed. Mom's Pearl. Okay, okay. Things are looking up here. Ah, I shouldn't have done that. So loving this piercing shots. If we could just hold on to Sagittarius, I'd be totally fine with that. Dead Tooth and Curse of the Maze remove that chest from us. Carry card, okay. Hey, look, the chest is back. Dead Tooth is going to give us that poison aura, which again is not terrible. Like poison, the poison tier effects have been really solid in Repentance. Admittedly, like they've been something that have been, you know, drastically improved in my opinion. I'm gonna just take this down to 1 red heart, and I'm gonna use the Chariot card. So we get double the value here from the Chariot card because of the Tarot Cloth. And we get a lot of money here. Lots and lots and lots of money. Good, good. That's what I like to see. Welcome back to the Troll Bombs. But yeah, poison effects have been really widely improved in Repentance. And they are absolutely worth using. Now, Halitosis you got to be careful with because obviously it's something that you got to get close quarter combat with in range, that is. But you know, if you can utilize it and get some good quality damage out of stuff, then you know you can really just kind of just do what we did right here in this room, just run at stuff and just nuke them down. Especially with the Holy Mantle, that gives us a little bit of luxury to be a little bit looser. I don't want to say reckless, but we can get in their face a little bit and brawl with them. Oh, almost had the perfect hit. Another tears up. Okay. Okay, we got a sack room here. I really need to stop undoing Dark Prince's crown. I think we got Libra. It looks like we got Libra on this floor from Zodiac. Gonna be lazy here, even though we only have 1 bomb. Don't do that. Piggy bank. Kind of, again, just keep us fed with money here. We either got Pisces or we got Libra. It's hard to tell. Based on our shot speed and the knockback, it looks like we might have gotten Pisces, but our tier size hasn't been improved at all, so. Robo Baby, okay. Okay, Robo Baby from a random Soul of Lilith. I'll take that. I'm going to turn that down. Give us a little bit of extra supplementary damage there that has full range piercing. Absolutely. There we go. There we go. That's the good stuff. Get perfection, which plus Holy Mantle means that we essentially are going to be able to get more and more procs out of our Bird's Eye Chili. Okay, so we have another dice room here. We can bomb our way into the boss trap room. We might as well go do that. Unequals power would be a great upgrade for us. I mean, our shot speed is already kind of insane. We don't need any more, but it's more red hearts that we can use for a possible sack room or devil deal. It's really no big deal for us to use this now because we have 13 luck. Like you see our proc rate here with perfection. We're just roasty toasty everything. We might as well go check out this dice room. I mean, we were going to anyway, but since we're here, I don't know me. You know, I like an order of operations. Okay, so there's a full character reroll there if we really, really, really need to. It's tough to say yes. The problem is that we have the 1-up. Now I know that might sound silly, but the 1-up is a secret room item. And the reason why that's significant is because if you're going to do a full character reroll, that means that you're going to get a secret room item. And that also means that you're opening yourself up to TM Trainer or Missing No. Both of which are not good. So you have to really be desperate enough to say, is that a risk you're willing to take? Is it something that you need to take on this run? Do we need to take the risk of rolling into Missing No or rolling into TM Trainer? No, we don't need to. And I certainly don't want to. Having unlimited range definitely helps out, but unfortunately we don't have any spectral tears, so bombs. If we get a bomb, we can get a whole bunch of bombs. Super Secret Room's there, by the way. Of course, we have Spelunker's Helm, which is good for mapping. Shows us exactly where we can and can't go. Look at that. Bird's Eye plus Perfection. Absolutely roasting Bombino. And we didn't get an Angel Deal or Devil Deal. See if we can go get those bombs. I would like that. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. At the end of the day, was the strategical R key worth it? Yeah, I'd say absolutely. It afforded us this ability to take a run that really wasn't all that great and turn it into something that is starting to get better. I would definitely say that we would be in a lot rougher shape if we did an R key. But obviously I'm not willing to risk what we have now for the possibility of running into Missing No or TM Trainer. I think that is a very unnecessary risk. Now, if we were desperate enough, then obviously I would consider using the 6 room on that last floor, but we're not desperate enough. We have a good thing going here with Holy Mantle. We have a good thing going with Perfection as long as we can hold on to it. And Book of Shadows is just going to make it even easier for us. Ooh, wow. That is... Oof. Man. The Booger Tears combined with Bird's Eye is actually really, really good. Because that gives us even more damage, like constant damage we're putting out on top of the burning damage. And I mean, we're proccing at an okay rate. Oh yeah, we also got Taurus, by the way. Learning what's going on with our movement speeds from Zodiac. So that, like, as you saw that champion right there, kind of showing you what I was just describing. The combination of Bird's Eye plus the constant dot damage of the golden nose goblin is really nice. Oh, okay. Now we're starting to cook a little bit. Took us 30 minutes and an Archie, but we're starting to finally cook here. We have the Book of Shadows as a backup shield in case we need to save some damage. Scratch Globins, you played yourself. Okay, we get options, which is, you know, options is options. goodness. Okay. All right. Everybody get a little bit more donating in there thanks to our key. But this Taurus movement speed down, though, is brutal. Yeah, I don't know, man. Perfection versus Nose Goblin here. Honestly, I think that we stick with Nose Goblin because we are proccing at a fairly decent rate here with Bird's Eye. Like, Perfection is definitely not needed, I would say, at this point. Like, and we're getting fires out like around very, very quickly and easily, so I think the Nose Goblin's way to go. Ultimately, it's going to deal more damage for us against bosses. Like, yes, we are getting good procs from Bird's Eye against bosses is a lot of damage, but it's not guaranteed damage. Whereas if you take Nose Goblin and you know, and have it just sit there on the same target all the time, it's just dealing more and more damage to it. So it is a proc, but it's only something you have to proc once, and it doesn't go away either. That's the nice thing. Now, thankfully, we did get more options, so we don't have to worry about getting stuck with a static spawn here with little Gish. We actually do get an actual boss item. You can keep both, game. Pretty much the most insulting thing the game could have done right there. I just got done praising the fact that we had options. They give us 2 items. I mean, there's nothing wrong with little Gish, but the game is just laughing at us at that point. So I'm not going to give it the pleasure. I could have pushed those barrels to save myself a bomb, but I think it's pretty clear that I don't care about that right now. Blind Rage is blind bad. Yeah, how about some keys from these golden chests, bro? Yeah, literally no keys. Congrats, you've earned that. Enjoy. Kind of filling out the map here with Spelunker's Helm and treasure map. Or not treasure map, compass. We're making our own treasure map. Yeah, I mean, I'll take blue map, I guess. So what we need to do is we need to go over to the Temperance Machine, if there is one, inside the arcade room and get our Dark Princess crown back. Because despite us having used our key and having, you know, having Deadeye, we still don't do a lot of damage. It is mostly comprised of our ability to have procs off of Nose Goblin and Bird's Eye. So hopefully this Temperance Machine holds up. Need 4 more taps and we're there. There we go. All I really wanted. We can get some more money here in case we do find like judgments or something. But right now we're just trying to squeeze as much damage that we possibly can out of this run. Again, don't get me wrong, we're not in trouble here. It's just, it would be nice to be dealing a little bit more damage. All right. Good damage there. I'm gonna take the I'm gonna take the negative just for more damage, and yeah, we absolutely take Lusty Blood here. Another dice room. But Lusty Blood is going to be really, really big here for us. Oh, wow. Yeah, a +2 luck upgrade here is going to be real nice. Okay, so we know that the right way to go is this way, not towards the curse room. He's looking at the map there. Really don't want to take another red heart. Look how... Oh yeah, we definitely have Libra here. You can see all of our stats going up there thanks to Lusty Blood. And again, the reason why we don't want to take any red hearts right now is because we don't want to get off of our Dark Prince's crown. We'll take the movement speed upgrade. It would be nice to have taken Conquest Pony, but I think in this spot, I still think that the Book of Shadows is just better overall. It gives us a backup shield in case if our Holy Mantle fails to protect us from like a bad hit of damage. Plus, we have an orbital too, so again, we can just sort of like kamikaze stuff into oblivion. Secret might be here. Wait, no, what am I doing? For the blue map. We have blue map and Splunker's Helm, you moron. Once again, we hit Taurus, who's going to kill our movement speed for the floor. I do wish that Taurus ramped up a little bit more. I think it would be a little bit more viable because it's a heavy price to pay for that movement speed down. Like, that's a real steep price to pay. So, like, rooms like this, we can just simply use the Book of Shadows and not have to worry about running into bad damage. And then it's just a matter of just working our way back towards the next full charge. We get right here. That. Man, if we could use the Book of Shadows in every single room, like, we'd never ever get hit. Skeleton key. Oh my goodness. Long time no see skeleton key. 99 cents is 99 cents is real nice. Or 99 yeah, I mean 99 cents is nice too, but 99 keys is real nice. I definitely think that using the strategical R key here in this spot was definitely the right move. You know, I know that some people would love to see an Omega run, and trust me, I would as well. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do, and unfortunately, that XL floor really kind of boned us, and we had to kind of just make up for it. So. Should have known, thanks to Splunker's Helm, this is not the right way to go. Not really paying attention right now. It's also not the right way to go. Okay, so from what I'm gathering here from this map game, you're telling me that in order for us to go southwest, we got to go either north or southeast. So take your pick on that logic there, game. This tells me that this is a dead end because Splunker's Helm does not extend to the north, which means to tell me that the correct way to go for us to go to southwest is to go southeast. And yep, that would be the right way to go. Again, once again we have Libra here. And between Deadeye and Lusty Blood, ramping up with Libra is real fast. I kind of love it. It's always nice to have a Temperance Machine here in case we needed to go back down to Dark Prince's Crown territory. Cool card, High Priestess.
Soul of Apollyon.
You can take High Priestess. Get the double stomp on Isaac. Bullion with all the war flies from the Soul of Apollyon. Oh my goodness. Yeah, totally slowed by the Locust of Death there. Wow. Now that was strong. I totally forgot we took the negative. Well, you get to see this ending for the first time in a while. I totally forgot that we took the negative there. Oh, well. Either way, thank you for watching, everyone. What a wacky run that was. On a not-so-wacky Wednesday, we end up getting an R-key. Yeah, strategical R-keys. What can you say about them? I think that, you know, in this spot, it was absolutely warranted. Outside of going to the wrong end-game destination, end up being a very good run. Deadeye plus Lusty Blood is just so good. I would have loved to have gotten a better tier effect early on, or like piercing, but you know, Zodiac did its job, and yeah, Book of Shadows just slams the door on that one. So thank you for watching, everyone. Hope you enjoyed it, and as always, see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Greg Davis, Marcus, and Ham Solo. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find over at patreon.com/Sinvicta.